Hey everyone, my name is Colin, and I am making a video for the It Gets Better campaign. I've been really reluctant to do so, but today I figured that it was pertinent for me to do so because number one, I haven't seen a lot of queer people of color uploading, and I would like to give a voice to queer people of color, who have gotten better and made it through the storm. So, a little bit about me. My name is Colin, and I identify as a queer person of color, and my preferred gender pronouns are they and them. And I'm going to talk about how it got better. So, I got made fun of a lot throughout elementary school up through high school because of the fact that I didn't act really manly and the fact that when I later came out, I was gay. Um, People didn't know what to do with it, and I didn't know what to do with it. However, it gets better. Trust me, it gets better. Um, you'll get older, you'll become more comfortable in your skin, on your journey through coming out, and all that stuff. And it'll get better, I promise. I promise, I promise. It got better for me, and if it got better for me, it can get better for you. Um, my initial hesitation to make this video was because I felt as though um, the It Gets Better campaign wasn't really presenting ideas as to how it can get better, at least not on the videos I have seen, and I have watched quite a few. And so if I was going to make a video for the It Gets Better campaign, I thought it would be really pertinent for me to come up with some ways and encourage you all to do the same in my comment box below and brainstorm about ways in which it can get better, or ways in which it has gotten better for you, or ways in which you all can collectively make it better. I feel as though that's really powerful. Um, so here's some ideas that I came up with that I'm going to share with you now. So the public educational system, so a way that it can get better, the ways that it can get better, sorry, is the public educational system as well as private educational system can start providing training on how to recognize bullying and how to effectively deal with bullies and bullying. Schools can also do like TBQLGA 101, um, which would break it down, like what does being trans mean, what does being bi mean, what does being queer mean, like what does being lesbian, gay, etc. Um, and then they can start providing allied training and safe space trainings, and any other type of trainings that they can think of that would be really effective. Um, Also, another way that it can get better is other oppressed groups and their allies can start embracing queer people of color in their communities. Queer people and their communities of color, religious spaces, um, rural spaces, and spaces that are prone to being transphobic and homophobic as well. As well, other oppressed communities can start learning about other oppressed people, um, and examining the intersections about like a person who is maybe lesbian, gay, bisexual, or trans, and a person of color, um, and get to know them and hear their stories and talk to them as people, um, and becoming allies for each other. I feel it's really powerful when you see communities of when you see different oppressed communities coming together and advocating across multi-issue things. Um, it's amazing and blows my mind every time I see it. Also, um, there can be a national non-discrimination policy that is inclusive of gender identity and expression. Also, another way that it can get better is when parents and churches stop kicking their queer members out of their homes and church homes. Um, it will get better when the queer communities realize that we have a lot of internalized homophobia, and start rejecting that internalized homophobia in our communities. It it gets better when we have events, programs, campaigns, pride festivals, etc., that are reflective of the communities they seek to serve and not some socioeconomically secure cisgender white male who is gay and their political agenda, as so many of these campaigns and pride festivals are, and events and programs are. It'll get better when we are no longer being objectified as being strictly sexual creatures, but we are people. We are designed to love and be with people, and reducing me to a sex act, I feel is really, really discriminatory and degrading to me as a person. And if I were to do that to anyone else, like say a heterosexual person, I feel as though that they would experience some of the emotions that I have experienced in being reduced and degraded to a sex act. It's not fun. Another way in which it'll get better is when my transgender, genderqueer, bigender, genderfuck, two-spirit family members will no longer get denied on-campus housing access, and be able to live on the floor on the floor or in the wing of the gender that they are. And also, it'll get better when they are no longer denied access to public restrooms and be allowed to enter the public restrooms and the proper gender. For the proper gender for them. Um, it'll happen when the LGBT collective community embraces people who are different from them. At this point in time, I'm going to give some lovin' and shout outs to the queer people of color communities, the disabled / differently abled queer people out there, and also the deaf and hard of hearing community, the queer people of size, etc., and other people who differentiate from mainstream queer culture. It gets better, and if I can get better, if it got better for me, sorry, it will get better for you as well. It'll happen. It just takes time sometimes, but it'll happen, and we'll be better off in the long run and stronger off in the long run. It'll also, moving on, it'll happen when teachers, coaches, and administration stop calling their youth sissies Nancy boys. In my high school, the coaches were really fond of a word, poo sissies, instead of calling their students pussies. Using faggot, dyke, transvestite, unless you identify as a transvestite, you probably shouldn't be using it anyway. In derogatory ways. When coaches stop using derogatory rhetoric to humiliate their students into doing better on the field and on the court. It'll get better, finally, when queer youth who are out start sharing their stories and being vocal about what is going on in their schools. Queer youth, you are in those hallways every day. You know what's going on. You hear what people are saying. Speak up. Be vocal. If you see another queer person being bullied, speak up and share your story with them, because that's really powerful and that could save a life. So also now I'm going to move into some youth organizations that I found really helpful to me when I was in middle school and high school, specifically, that are LGBTQ youth organizations. The first one is GLSEN. They do the National Transgender Day of Remembrance every year, and they also do the National Day of Silence. However, they also have some really awesome resources and studies that you can look at, and check them out at www.glisten.org. You can also, on their website, see if they have a local GLSEN chapter in your neighborhood as well. Well, in your city as well. Second one, the National Coalition of Anti-Violence Projects. Anti-violence projects are a coalition of groups across the country that are taking on violence in LGBTQ communities towards queer youth, and educating people about it and making it better. They have a lot of really awesome work that they do, and resources that are provided, and you can see if there is one on one in your community at ncavp.org. For my Kansas City queers, you can check out our local anti-violence project at It's called the Kansas City Anti-Violence Project, and you can check them out at kcavp.org. Um, a couple more. The National Youth Advocacy Coalition. They do a lot around empowering youth and training youth to be leaders and educate other youth in the country. It's amazing. You should check them out, and you can check them out at nyac.org. They also have really awesome resources and also good general reading if you want to do some self-education. Check them out at www.nyac.org. And also the Trevor Project. You can check them out at thetrevorproject.org. I'll touch on them a little bit later, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about them right now. Also, you can, I would encourage you to check out some safe schools coalitions across the country. I know Seattle has one that's really awesome. The last time I heard and checked them out. See if you have one in your community and see about the work that they're doing. Some books that helped me get through high school were the GLBTQ Survival Guide for Queer and Questioning Teens by Kelly Hugel. I would check that out from your local library or in your high school library, and you spelled her name Kelly, Kelly, and Hugel, Huegl. And then the second book that really helped me out when I first started coming out was Hello Cruel World, 101 Alternatives to Suicide for Teens, Freaks, and Other Outlaws by Kate Bornstein. She's an awesome author. This is a really easy read. Really helped me get through high school, and it's Kate Bornstein, Kate Bornstein. And also, I'm going to go back and hit up the Trevor Project. If you are depressed and thinking about suicide, or you need someone to talk to, check out the Trevor Project. They are an organization that does a lot of work around that, and you can check and call someone and you can talk to them at 1-866-4U-TREVOR. Or you can check them out on their website again, www.thetrevorproject.org. And the numbers are 1-866-488-7386 to talk to someone. If you're a queer person of religion and you're looking for an open and accepting space, some organizations to check out are Soul Force. They're an organization dedicated to ending religious oppression for LGBTQ people. The Gay Christian Network. Check out the National Gay Lesbian Task Force. You can check out Soul Force at www.soulforce.org. You can check out the Gay Christian Network at thegaychristiannetwork.org. You can check out another one that I'd really recommend is the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force's religion page. They have a lot of lists. They have a database of churches that are open and affirming in your community, and so you can go and check them out. And there's also a list of religious organizations, not specifically Christian, but also Baha'i, Jewish, Muslim, as well as Christian organizations that are an affirming space for LGBTQ people as well. Check them out on the taskforce.org, hit their religion tab, and check out what they have to say as well. So it gets better. Hang in there. Be vocal. Be loud. Be proud of who you are. And surround yourself with good people who love you and affirm you just as you are. I love you. Your friends love you. And yeah, have an awesome day. So this is me, Colin Daniels, signing off. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.